Today we're looking at the powerful true story about love surviving in the darkest place humanity has ever created. Let's dive in. A young Jewish man named Lale is transported to Auschwitz, one of the most deadly Nazi concentration camps during World War II. When he first arrives, he doesn't grasp what this place truly represents. He assumes he's going there to work. The labor might be difficult, but he believes he'll make it through. He has no idea he's entering a facility designed for mass death. Prisoners are forced to strip, their heads are shaved, and they're reduced to mere numbers. Their identities are completely erased. Lale observes as people receive tattoos, not with regular ink, but with needles that pierce deep into their skin. That number becomes everything about your existence and your eventual death. Before long, Lale himself takes on the role of the camp's new tattooist. This position is viewed as fortunate. You receive slightly more food and a marginally better chance of staying alive. His responsibility is to mark every new prisoner with a number, transforming living human beings into counted items. Every single day, new trains pull into the station. Men, women, and children are dragged out of the packed cattle cars. Some are immediately directed to the gas chambers. The remaining prisoners are arranged in lines. Lale sits there gripping a shaking arm while a Nazi officer observes him carefully. One mistake and your life ends instantly. Then one particular day, she comes into his life. A young woman appears, looking terrified, freezing and trembling uncontrollably. He grasps her arm to tattoo her assigned number. Their eyes connect for just a brief moment. In that single moment, surrounded by unimaginable horror, something that shouldn't be possible occurs. Love begins. Her name is Gita. He tattoos her as gently as he can, desperately wanting to speak to her, but words won't come. When she's led away with the other prisoners, he's left holding on to her number and a new reason to continue surviving. Existence in Auschwitz means constant terror. People drop from starvation and are executed for moving too slowly. During nighttime, the sky turns black from the smoke of burning corpses. Lale witnesses officers shooting prisoners simply for entertainment. He discovers one fundamental rule in this location. You stay alive moment by moment, minute by minute. When Lale becomes sick, it signals his death sentence. Ill prisoners serve no purpose. A young boy named Aaron creates a disturbance during the morning attendance check, deliberately spilling food to occupy the guards' attention long enough for others to conceal Lale. That action preserves his life. Later, Lale discovers that Aaron was seized instead. He sacrificed himself by taking Lale's place. Lale's position provides him with minor advantages, slightly more food and permission to travel between different sections. He exploits these privileges to secretly transport bread to other prisoners. He remembers Aaron's selfless act and he continuously searches for Gita. One day, while performing his duties near the women's area, he hears a whistle sound. He glances up and spots her. Gita has survived. She's working through piles of clothing taken from murdered prisoners. Lale attempts to make contact with her, but in Auschwitz, love is considered a criminal offense. Even a single look can result in your execution. An SS officer named Baretsky takes notice of Lale. He displays violent and erratic behavior. Sometimes he acts with extreme cruelty, other times he shows strange protection. He enjoys controlling life and death like a god. Lale understands that if he wants to keep Gita safe, he must maintain Baretsky's interest in him. He approaches Baretsky with a request to deliver a message to Gita. In return, he offers to teach him techniques for charming women and making good impressions. The situation is deeply humiliating, but the strategy proves effective. The first message successfully reaches her. This starts a forbidden love that shouldn't exist in such a place. They arrange secret meetings behind buildings, in storage areas, between work shifts, stealing a few precious minutes together in a world constructed for death. He smuggles food to her. She presents him with small gifts, a ring, a pendant, items stolen from the possessions of murdered victims. As their connection deepens, the danger surrounding them intensifies as well. Public executions by hanging occur regularly, along with random shootings. The prisoners are compelled to observe as their fellow inmates are killed. It serves as a warning to everyone. Maintaining hope is strictly forbidden here. When Gita's hand develops an infection, Lale realizes she'll die without proper medication. No physician provides treatment to Jewish prisoners. The only person who possesses the authority is Joseph Mengele, the camp doctor infamous for conducting horrific experiments on humans. To rescue her, Lale enters into a terrible bargain. He must empty hospital beds by physically removing dying women outside to freeze in the cold. He completes this task. He despises himself for these actions, but he obtains the medicine, and Gita continues living. Time continues passing. The war situation outside the camp begins changing. Distant explosions echo. Aircraft appear in the night sky. Rumors circulate among prisoners. The Red Army is approaching. The Nazis start panicking. They commence destroying all evidence, burning documents, bodies, absolutely everything. Women prisoners, including Gita, are forced to march away during the harsh winter conditions. Anyone who collapses gets shot immediately. Lale sees her one final time time through the camp fence. He tells her to go to Bratislava when everything ends, promising he'll locate her there. It's a promise exchange between two people who look like ghosts, neither certain if they'll survive long enough to fulfill it. Lale gets transferred to a different camp location. He manages to escape before the war concludes. He travels through forests, nearly starving and barely alive, until he encounters Soviet soldiers. They provide him with food, question him extensively, but ultimately allow him to live. When the war finally reaches its end, he returns to his former home. Most of his family members are gone. The world he once knew has completely vanished, but one single thought keeps him pushing forward. He travels to Bratislava. He locates the clothing shop they had agreed upon. It's closed and abandoned. He leaves messages on community boards. Days turn into weeks. No indication of her appears. And then one ordinary day in the middle of the street, he spots her. After everything they endured, the trains, the smoke, the starvation, the constant fear, she's standing there, alive. They rush toward each other and embrace as if they'll never release their grip again. After all the unimaginable horror, they finally receive their miracle. They get married. They build a life together. Years pass by, and the story shifts to the early 2000s. Lale has become an elderly man living in Australia. He finally makes the decision to share his story with the world. He displays Gita's pendant, the identical one from the concentration camp, to a woman who will document his memoirs. He speaks about love, about guilt, about survival. He also discusses Baretsky, the SS officer who sometimes protected him while murdering others for sport. Following the war's end, Lale is requested to provide testimony. Was Baretsky not as evil as the others? Was he simply obeying orders, or was he truly a murderer? Lale speaks the truth. Baretsky did kill. He played an active role in the system. Later, Lale receives news that Baretsky ended his own life while imprisoned. The guilt never abandons Lale. He constantly questions himself. Did he do the right thing? Can you ever forgive someone who saved your life by taking the lives of others? Lale and Gita's story isn't a fairy tale ending. There's no perfect happily ever after. The emotional scars never fully heal. The nightmares keep returning, but their love survived what was specifically designed to destroy it. They lived through it. They discovered each other again, and they constructed a meaningful life together after escaping the place that attempted to erase them completely. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you love powerful true stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one.